audible? Audible?
Yeah, audible.
Okay, one second. I'll just share my screen, okay? I think it is visible.
Visible.
This was the question.
Mm.
Shall I read? No, somehow it is not audible to me.
Hello, audible now?
Yes, it is audible properly.
Yeah. So, first question about wisdom, right?
Okay, I read the question. Wisdom lies in knowing what to reckon with and what to overlook. An officer being engrossed with the periphery, ignoring the core issues before him, is not rare in the bureaucracy. Okay, do you agree that such preoccupation of an administrator leads to travesty of justice, to the
Mm.
cause of effective service delivery and good governance, critically evaluated?
Yeah. So, what you have written? Using the knowledge, skill, and intelligence is the right way for the cause will resolve the issues. Governance. Mm. Roboting governance, yeah. Good introduction.
Yeah.
Before issue. It's very much important to mm. Okay. Problems of coalitions. Mm. Ignorance of ground reality. Not helping understanding.
I read it out loud.
Mm.
Okay, so I don't know how much it is correct or not. First time I'm writing, so yeah. So problems if the core issue is not focused, travesty of justice. First point is ignorance of ground reality.
Mm.
Peripheral analysis will not help in understanding the actual problem. Example, Pakam in Godavari Valley village. Here, actually, lack of awareness on menstrual cycle. That's the core problem there.
Mm.
So if frequently if they see they don't understand is what I mean actually. I mean, it'd be right point.
What was that issue?
It's like during menstrual cycle of a woman, they'll go to outskirt of that river where they have constructed huts like thing. Okay, they
Mm.
feel it is impure, so women during their menstrual cycle they should go and stay in that huts. After once the cycle is over, again they'll get back to their home.
Mm.
That is Kidapakam. So
How is
here
it
it is.
public service?
Like later they understood why they are going and staying there. We didn't understand, but later they understood it's like a cultural attribute, and they feel it is impure. That's how the core reality was. So what they did is they can't remove that completely. So instead of arts, they constructed kind of buildings and provided hygiene. If you can able to create that awareness among the public about menstrual cycle, maybe they won't choose this Kidupakam is what I mean to say.
Yeah, but how it is related to public servant, civil servant? What is the role of
It is
civil
a
servant?
social issue, right? How
Huh?
many is social issue, right?
Yeah, socialist, but here ignorance is by the civil servant. Is talking about bureaucracy. So you should give an example where you prove that lack of awareness by civil servant caused something problems. For example, lack of preparedness in a disaster-prone area will increase the morbidity and mortality damage. So that is
Okay.
can
This
there
is
is
kind of wrong.
not wrong, maybe more relevant to the cases because in
Oh,
question is asking particularly about the bureaucracy.
okay.
If it is general question, you could have definitely wrote this. And also, there is one similar example. One woman civil servant, she cracked joke about menstrual pads in schools.
Okay.
She was criticized for long time. That we can write. She lacked the awareness regarding the problems of uh, girls in the rural areas, so she couldn't focus on the core issues. That we can.
Okay. And correct.
Yeah.
Second is the compromises on objectivity if there is no like core understanding.
Mm.
Overall problem is noted. If facts are compromised, there will be no optimistic solution in governance.
Mm.
Mm. Actually, I wrote in terms of society. I didn't write in terms of civil servant. I wrote some random example here. Like some people believe using toilets in home is unhygienic.
Mm.
Understanding and getting data, then deciding where to focus to stop open defecation is important.
Mm.
So that's how I wrote.
Because
Again, this.
you see the question, they focused on bureaucracy.
Yeah.
So you would address the demand, and the more focus is on cause of effective service delivery and good governance.
So why I wrote is it because it is not same everywhere, but getting that data where it is happening and then educating them is important, is what I
Mm.
felt.
Yeah, that you can write.
That's what I tried to give here. It's point valid at least.
Yeah, it's valid.
Okay.
Mm.
Like if you are saying openly, then I can correct next time. That is the only thing. Of course, I made mistake, I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Next,
tell
it
them.
was like social inequality. When tribal people are asked to relocate from the place for development, it's important to focus on core issues which arises later on, such as rehabilitation, their education, security, etc. Otherwise, inequality will be increased.
Mm. That invitation. Okay. Yeah, what
What I
next? What you have written? Next part you show. Why are
why
you
youth will be neglected. Why they'll neglect is because there will be a prejudice or being biased.
mm,
They may show partiality or being stereotyped,
mm,
or they may be having partisanship or lack of discussion and maybe more of debate.
mm.
Wrote this point.
You read the second part of question. Do you agree that such preoccupation of an administrator leads to travesty justice to the cause of effective service delivery and good governance?
Yeah, I
So,
do agree.
yeah, if you agree, you should justify saying that lack of awareness or ignorance of core issues, how it leads to how it
Uh,
affects the effective service delivery and good governance.
so first of all, understanding question itself, I failed. Understood. Okay.
Yeah. The first part of question is just to give the context, and in
Okay.
the introduction we have linked it well. So till then it's okay.
Yeah, only introduction is okay. Got it.
Yeah, because the first part of question
Uh-huh.
you have to write only little bit like just introduction or something. Then the core demand of the question is the second part. how it affects the service delivery and good governance.
So one example you told is disaster management thing I could have written. There is no effective map, like disaster map, these things or
Lack of awareness of
area.
that region area will lead to ignorance of the core issues and will lead to more damage when like disasters occur.
So yeah, I was thinking when it is core issues, some ethical components like.
Yeah, ethical also you can, if you can give ethical it's even better, but I couldn't find ethical examples here.
So that is one example. Any other example for this question?
You can write that tribal return, same thing you can somewhat make it more relevant to the question. Lack of understanding the core issues of tribal people, and without providing the proper rehabilitation, evacuation of those people will lead to affect the service delivery and against the good governance.
Okay. Can I award 1 mark out of 10? At least for introduction.
One nobody gives minimum 2 3 people will get such questions.
Okay, let me give 1 plus 1. Yeah. Shall I get into second question?
Yeah.
Apart from intellectual competency and moral qualities, empathy and compassion are some of the other vital attributes that facilitate the civil servant to be more competent in tackling the crucial issues or taking critical decisions. Explain this bit of
Yeah.
illustration.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
The
is like
answer
more
goes.
straightforward
Ah,
question.
okay, but I don't know. I think I couldn't answer much. I just read whatever I answered.
Let ask a
You
better
think
about the intellectual competency, whereas internal value systems such as tolerance and sympathy, etc., and moral rights, which also includes ineffective critical. Yeah.
kind of okay, fine.
You can use here professional competence versus holistic competence. Because
Okay,
apart from intellectual competency, it's talking about intellectual competence, it is professional competence.
okay.
Apart from that, we need empathy and compassion for holistic competence.
So I can use like a professional competence versus ethical competence as a definition.
Not ethical competence, holistic competence or ethical intelligence. About that you can talk.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, then you defined everything. Okay, fine. Same. Understand others from their perspective, empathy, to beyond lost, understand people problems. Okay. You survey IS for one day Darbar to understand around realities and to emphasize with people. The results. Life is one example. This is more apt.
Okay. This is fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he here also is talking about only about civil servants. In question only he has mentioned
Yeah.
how it facilitates the civil servants to be more competent. So all examples should be more or less related to public service.
Okay.
Give one more example for that empathy.
What
Because
I can give
all
is Rahul Kumar I can give. The change that you want to be. That I told no Anganwadi he ate the food cooked by uh, like tribal woman, I guess. Yes.
should be more do justice for empathy. The word empathy should justify through the example.
Can you say any example like I couldn't get?
Same, this civil service, first one you write, no, no, you wrote same the other thing. The other one I wrote was that Armstrong Tame, people's
I
role.
wrote the next one
Yeah.
because it's compassion. It's like he went one step extra to act right.
Mm. Yeah, even I have written in that compassion.
Okay, I have to check for one more example. Can we write normal, like can I write Sudha Murthy and all? Because they're not civil servants, so I couldn't write.
Yeah, don't write that. When question
Okay,
asked specifically about civil servant, write about civil servant. And if you don't remember names, it's fine. Write general names. Sorry, general examples. Example I
okay,
told about that disaster manager. I didn't mention any civil servant. Just a theoretical situation.
okay. So I'll try to fetch one more example and write. Fine.
Yeah. Then
Question
compassion.
again, kind of. So it's a kind of definition, and then I wrote Armstrong claim like he belonged to
Your
Manipur territory.
definition.
Sorry,
Definition you had told yesterday. Different definition.
maybe, but I remembered this only as of now when I was writing.
Mm. It's an act to alleviate the suffering of others.
Correct.
So the meaning is same, but words also
The
different.
words are
Hmm.
correct, correct.
Okay.
This is the second one. Third one I kind of wrote on disaster management only.
Both moral values and okay. Okay. Yeah, this aspect I didn't write. We have to mention both how intellectual competency and also the empathy, compassion required. I wrote only empathy, compassion.
Okay,
Okay.
so this is also valid point, right?
Yeah, yeah. This is
Okay.
then
So and then I kind of I don't know how to conclude. I just wrote like ends a civil servant along with okay intellectual competence and moral values requires to be empathetic and compassionate to understand and live.
can
I
write.
don't know like conclude, so I just wrote the similar thing.
Yeah. Before this, I wrote one upspoke diagram. Other
Okay.
values required for civil servants, and I wrote all values.
Okay.
Then
Oh, there are seven things.
seven principles of civil servants.
Okay. Okay, I could have mentioned. Correct. I'll do that.
Just like
Thank you.
telling other than these two values, what all more required.
Yeah. Before concluding, I had more words to fill. I had time also.
Okay, yeah, it's more about like space. If you have space, draw some diagrams.
Yeah, I wrote this much only. I could have wrote some more words.
Yeah, definition, two examples. Definition, two example, and third point you can write that holistic competence, both
Oh,
intellectual and ethical, how it requires, and one example. Then other values required. At last, we should end conclusion saying both are important.
I got it. So I award three for it. At least I understood the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next question is rules and regulations provided to all the civil servants are same, yet there is difference in the performance. Positive minded officers able to interpret the rules and regulations in favor of the case and achieve success, whereas negative minded officers unable to achieve. Discuss with illustrations. Rules and regulations are made for the society peace and for social harmony. It doesn't mean only rules and regulations are efficient to resolve the societal problems. Okay. Yeah. Fine.
I just simply need.
Fine. What is why good governance? That
What?
good governance and ideal service requires positive attitude along with standards. Okay.
It was continuation of this definition actually.
Okay. Mm,
Maybe I could have made little more good, but yeah, I'll try next time.
yeah. Positive minded of empathetic and compassionate. They understand the issue Okay.
Mm,
Okay. Fine.
is this example valid?
Yeah, it's valid.
Okay. There's one more like tolerant as one. Like this is what is need to be written for this answer, isn't it, or something else?
I have written. I'm basically I've differentiated between those two types of officers. Positive-minded officers, they read rules and regulation in letter and spirit, but
Ah,
negative-minded, they read it only in letter, not in spirit. First difference. Then second thing I wrote, positive-minded people have that democratic attitude, whereas negative-minded have bureaucratic attitude. They stick to rules and regulations.
yes.
Then positive-minded follow relative ethics. Negative-minded follow absolute ethics, not taking circumstances into account.
Okay, I have to update my answer. Fine.
Then
But I don't.
other than this, you can add some theory like no doors slipped in negative-minded officers, whereas positive-minded officers they listen to the core conscience and follow the ethical way to public service.
Okay. So this kind of answer is not valid.
It is valid. No, there's nothing like valid, not valid. It's of more making it relative to the ethics paper,
Yeah, I got
more
it.
uh, more theories, thinkers.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of like not getting those points when I'm writing. I'm getting
Mm.
normal point only. Maybe on practice I'll get.
Uh, revision.
Yeah.
When I am stuck with revision, I'm not yet done. But we have to revise.
With this, I should have differentiated, as you told, between positive and negative mindset and kind of.
Not like table.
Okay.
Table we can't write 2 pages. So first you write about negative minded officers. They lack like whatever points I wrote, same things. And you can give examples, 2 examples. Then you write why positive minded people succeed or negative minded. That is
Actually,
valid.
I wrote similar way. See, end of the page, I wrote like negative-minded officers. But I didn't mention as valid points you mentioned. I mentioned 2 points. One is like they have this prejudice,
What prejudice there before you analyze
like
prejudice certain group of people. Mm, okay. Prejudice is more of between one group and second group. Like I don't think civil servants or have any prejudice regarding the society. If talking within the society, then the question of prejudice arises. For example, gender, religion, such thing prejudice is there. Civil servant, you can write lack of awareness, uh, lack of all those ethical values I told.
okay,
So they only have professional competency and not ethical. One more point I wrote was creative ethics. Positive-minded people have creative ethics. That is being innovative and creative brings more effective service delivery. Whereas negative-minded people, they are not innovative.
okay.
They follow only what exists now. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
I'll modify the answer and rewrite.
Hmm.
I wrote only three for today. Maybe again I'll revise today and then try to write tomorrow.
Yeah, but before that, you have to revise.
Yeah, I'll revise.